Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
So we met last week in a seminar on self-love from Prophet Muhammad's point of view. And from that point, you got a request from your friend,
Yeah.
to provide them with a translated version into English.
Yeah.
So that's why we thought it would be good, to record the conversation from last week's seminar on self-love, on self-acceptance in English, right? And it was such an interesting topic. Yeah, we could start from, for instance, self-love have few elements. It includes self-care, it includes self-awareness, it includes self-worth, it includes self-esteem, it also includes self-acceptance. Sometimes it's hardly difficult to find a really suitable word or term. Like when you did a presentation, you use qana'ah and self-acceptance. Whether this is similar or it's different, or it completes each other. So
actually, if we refer to the definition, because these two terms came from different perspectives, like self-acceptance came from psychology perspective, and qana'ah came from Islamic perspective. So if we refer to the exact definition, it will be different. But this both of term is look like actually. Like for self-acceptance means when we able to accept our strength and our weaknesses, and qana'ah is the term when the feeling of contentment of the blessing that we had from
very deep
Allah.
Meaning. And the true happiness is when we accept our strength as well as our weakness. And it's really difficult sometimes to accept our weakness. Right?
It looks simple by the word, but actually self-acceptance is never be simple, because maybe it will be simple when we able to accept our strengths, that we are feel happy, feel satisfied, but we need to educate ourselves to accept our weakness, to accept our flaws. It's not like that simple.
And also having qana'ah means that this is enough, I feel content, doesn't mean that we then disregard the efforts that we need to do to achieve something, to achieve the objective or the dreams. We have to highlight as well. Or otherwise we will be just like aimless. Without any objective, without any target, without any dreams that we would like to pursue in our life. It doesn't mean that way, right? It doesn't mean that we have to be passive, but still creative instead. Don't you think so?
When we talk about qana'ah, that will be perfect to combine it with ikhtiyar. So in Islam we have ikhtiyar and qana'ah. In Islam we are willing to do everything with high motivation, with very the top of effort that we can make. But at the end of the result, we put that qana'ah term. After we trying hard, after we try our best to do something that's called ikhtiyar, and then we feel content about the result. That's a qana'ah. Even qana'ah means more likely about feeling content about more likely about material, but discussing about material is more simple than non-material. So how to, and if we relate it with in psychological term like self-acceptance, that doesn't mean about accept the material thing or physical thing, like body image or another attribute with
material and physical attributes.
It's like you say before, it's deep when we are talking about how to accept the how to say that, the non-material things, like our attitude is not attitude. How to say sifat? Our personality. Maybe.
Personality.
Yeah. But sometimes people easy to, like I said before, it's easy to accept our strength, but it's never easy to accept our weakness. But actually, that's that we need to do.
Yeah,
We
right.
need to accept our weakness.
Yeah. And if we could maintain this self-acceptance, perhaps it would reduce the stress. Yeah,
Yeah.
right. I mean, like as someone who studies psychology, maybe you could also relate this.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially in this pandemic, COVID-19 pandemic that hit
Everything changed suddenly.
every countries and everything. Could be we have to nurture this kind of
Yeah.
self-acceptance.
Yeah, because when there is some how to say that, immediately change happen, of course normally human will refuse or denial.
Yeah.
They do denial thing. So instead of denial, the how to say that, the situation nowadays, so we can try to accept it. So that's maybe part of how to accept our problems.
Yeah.
We know majority of our problem is COVID-19. It's a world problem.
Yeah.
How to accept it, how to cope with it.
To adjust,
Yeah.
to adapt. Because resilience also sometimes means being flexible,
Yeah.
being adaptive
Yeah.
to the current situation. So we could say that during this COVID-19 pandemic, which is a very challenging situation, and it is also changing a lot of our daily activities and such, we do need qana'ah, right?
Yeah.
So how it works?
Yeah, because we are tend to have a lot of needs actually, a lot of willing also.
Yeah.
We want to go here and there. We want to cheer, meet all
Yeah.
of that. No, we can't do that kind of thing nowadays. So maybe qana'ah will help everyone to feel satisfied and content with what we get,
At
because
this time being.
we have so many limitations.
Uh-huh.
So maybe that will help.
Yes, yeah, and because happiness is not how to say it, happiness
It's not about pleasing other, maybe.
it's not about pleasing others or achieving something very very ambitiously, but happiness is also means accepting
Yeah.
the situation.
Yeah.
And
And enjoy the problem. That's also term of happiness. When we
Yes,
can
yes.
enjoy our problem, then we happy. We will be happy.
And the term of happiness might be understood differently from one to another.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the scholars, maybe when they got their work published in key one journal,
That's happy.
it is a big happiness for them. But for others, maybe when they could contribute something to the society,
Yeah.
is their happiness. So if we relate it to the self-love that we really need to focus on is we love ourselves, but we could spread that love as well to others.
Yeah,
So
that
those
is
people surrounding us would also feel that love. That not individual
Love. That's the Islamic point of view that I love it. So when in Islam we know about that we need to care about ourselves, we need to love about ourselves, but then we also need to think that how that love can spread to others.
It does not stop there.
It's not.
Yeah, like we have me time. It just like we could do whatever we like, but instead we could do something for ourselves, but could also be useful or beneficial for others, right? Yeah. So that's very deep meaning. Yeah, very interesting. So what else maybe that you would like
Maybe
to comment on this qana'ah?
If I can have like several closing statement. If you combine between self-acceptance, self-love, qana'ah, and happy, it will be like this. Let me learn some word from narcotic anonymous word service. Whatever the problem it is, self-acceptance permit the balancing in our recovery. We no longer have to look approval from others because we have satisfied with ourselves. So the point is about happy because yourself, not because society standard. And after that, we are free to gratefully emphasize our assets and humbly move away from our defect, and to be welcome and best recovering that we can do. And accepting ourselves as we are means we are alright to be not perfect. That's the point. That's alright to be imperfect. But we can improve. And then in Islam we know about qana'ah. Qana'ah means the feeling of contentment with the blessing and the absence of jealousy from our hearts. So that's so deep. And Prophet Muhammad SAW also said, be content with what Allah has given to you, and you will be the richest person among the people in the world. And this is my last statement. So if I'm trying to engage this all definition and statement, my last statement will be like, be grateful with your strength, accept your own weaknesses, start with qana'ah, and live happily ever after. That's all.
Yeah, very beautiful words, sentences. And we could say allow ourselves to be imperfect. Because as human being, nobody's perfect. And qana'ah does not mean it will disregard our effort, our ikhtiar to achieve objective, dreams, or something that we have already set as the aims, for ourselves, for our family, for our works. But qana'ah means we are still creative instead of passive. Thank you very much, and we do hope this conversation in English, as we try our best to speak in English, discussing this very interesting topic will be useful for all of us.
Inshallah.
Inshallah. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.